What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Stats with Evan, and today we're going to talk about the first power move that went down in the NBA offseason. Anthony Davis going to the Lakers. Let's get it popping. Now first, let's dive into the specifics of this trade. The Los Angeles Lakers are getting Anthony Davis. The New Orleans Pelicans in return are getting Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and 3 first-round picks, and that includes the 4th pick overall in this coming draft. So they set up for the future. So first, let's see how this works for the Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers are in a win-now mentality, and they made that clear last summer when they signed LeBron. However, clearly that wasn't enough as LA finished 10th in the Western Conference. This might be due to LeBron getting up there in age. He was 34 last season, and he's about to turn 35. Now, the Lakers clearly needed another big splash. They needed something to feel good about themselves after the horrendous collapse of this past season and the offseason so far in about the month that has been. So they might have just found that splash, that feel-good move in Anthony Davis. Now, Anthony Davis's arrival in Hollywood is a big step in making the Lakers a desired destination once again as they try to go after big names like Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. And honestly, I like this move for the Lakers, and this honestly might be a good move for the NBA too, because I feel like I'm not alone in saying this, and that the NBA works better when its 2 premier arenas, Madison Square Garden and Staples Center, are one or both of them are desired locations for free agents and college kids coming into the draft. So now, let's see how this works for the Pelicans. The New Orleans Pelicans were a team deep in a rebuild, and this trade might have massively accelerated that rebuild. New Orleans acquires the Lakers' young core of Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Josh Hart, and now they have 2 top 5 picks in the first round of this draft, one of which will undoubtedly turn into Zion Williamson. As it stands now, the Pelicans have a young team that will be fun to watch for years to come, and the intriguing thing is, since the Pelicans have that 4th pick, they might not be done trading yet. There's bound to be plenty of eyes on that number 4 pick, and the Pelicans might give it away if the price is right, say a veteran, like a package for somebody in their mid to early 30s, a veteran who's been around for a while that can still contribute on a nightly basis and also mentor the team. Because a kind of player like that is exactly what the Pelicans need after this draft. Now back on topic, overall, I love this move for the Pelicans, and I believe New Orleans might contend for its 2nd playoff appearance in its last 3 seasons. Watch out, Portland. So now we get to the age-old question. Who won this trade? Now, I could easily take this opportunity to throw shade at the Lakers and say they made another bad move or like they're desperate. But in reality, that's not what happened at all. Both teams got what they wanted out of this trade. The Lakers want to win now, and now that's slightly more realistic with Anthony Davis on the squad. The Pelicans wanted to rebuild, and they knew they had to move AD because he wanted out of New Orleans. He made that clear around the All-Star break in February. And ironically enough, because they're named after birds, they just killed 2 birds with a stone. Ironic, I know. So with this being said, I believe both teams won this trade. Yes, that is possible. Looking dead at y'all spectators. And both these teams can now contend for a playoff spot. Now, while I can't, in good faith, put the Lakers as a finals contender, unlike some people, ESPN, seeing as like this isn't reasonable, seeing as how number 1, the Lakers don't have a bench like at all. Second of all, this is a team that hasn't made the playoffs since 2013, and they haven't won a playoff series since 2012. So to take this team and say that they can go all the way, that's just too big of a step in too short of a time frame. And so really the Lakers winning a championship is not really like viable at this point. However, the Lakers making it to the playoffs is now more realistic, and honestly, I know the history of the Lakers, and I know that LeBron and Anthony Davis have this legacy they have to live up to now, the Lakers legacy, Lakers legend. But when you haven't made the playoffs and it's going to be 7 years in 2020, if the Lakers want to end this 7-year playoff drought in 2020, then really that's a step in the right direction, and you can't be mad at that. And for New Orleans, this was a team in despair, absolute turmoil in February, and now the future's looking bright. The Pelicans might actually be the next Warriors. And all of that for both teams came out of this one trade. So I can certainly envision New Orleans and LA landing solidly in the 6 to 8 seed range, which given the circumstances that we just described, could be a step in the right direction for both franchises. Well, who do y'all think won the trade? The Lakers or the Pelicans? Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, I'm Stats with Evan, and I hope you have a 100% day. See y'all later.